Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to EA Tetragrammaton, where we are playing This is turn 187. Let's jump in. And we still have Purgatory. Okay, so mark that off the checklist. So, since Purgatory still stands, we will go ahead and just dial through the various attacks. We got hit with a Flames from the Sky in Coast Haven, and then we had Long Dead Horseman summoned on There was that. Both of which are, I'm counting losses, basically. So that's unfortunate. We had one horror battle this turn against a Vampire Lord, so lost that. 0-1 on horrors. We had two battles against Relay. Relay magic phased us in Delufe, actually. With a Golem here, with a Frostbrand and a Vine Shield. This is up against just a singular vampire. So let's see how this goes. Frostbrand is not a very good matchup for the undead, right? Because they have cold resistance, so he's not going to be able to AoE the undead very well with that. But a Vine Shield is, generally good at keeping people alive. Thing is he doesn't have any sort of regeneration, so whatever he takes, he's taken. Oh, there's that. The Vampire Lord is properly summoning in new skeletons as replacements, kind of as his fatigue comes up. Ooh, going for some disintegrates. I see. Oof. Yeah, this is basically done. And I say that. Holding out. There we go. Job done. So we defeat the Golem at Delufe. And then in Old Man Mountains, this is us just counter raiding. So easy peasy. 2-0 against Relay this turn. And we have a couple of fights against Lanka, not nearly as many as there have been. In Murius, we just raid. In Halamire, we go up against a Golem and a Yagini and win. That's cool. Barren Crags just raiding. Hallwoods just raiding. Cracked Earth is actually against Independence, but we take that. Range of Shadow, we run into a Golem and 3 Liches. With just 2 Vampire Lords, so we lose there, just sheer numbers. Modern Weld, we win. We take Caves of Madness. We lose. And this is another one of those, like, wait, what? Right? So we attack into one of Wood of Many Paths, and we have a bunch of Thralls with us. And we are up against 2 Liches. So you would think this would be a comparable situation. And in fact, it really is. It's just, I don't know. We just lose it. Probably again because of the specifics of our script. We are doing advance and cast spells afterwards, so we get in range to do things like Wither Bones, which I guess just isn't as effective as sheer summoning. It seems like. It's unfortunate, right? You would think, I don't know, you'd think it'd be a decent countermeasure, but it's not as good as a countermeasure as just summoning more skeletons. And that is what it is. Okay, so that was, where was that? That was Wood of Many Paths. In Pugria, we get hit by a couple, and Pugria is, right. So we had been sieging on Pugria for a while. We had bounced off of that, unfortunately. Our Dominion has been pushed out of the Agarthan area, which is unfortunate. Dominion, I think, is going to be a big deal for us, or potentially a big deal for us going forward. So we lose there in Pugria. In Karnag, we have 2 Vampire Lords, run into 4 Vampire Lords. So, oof. We take Perina. We get hit in Sitha, or we hit in Sitha and win. We lose Gladewood. We take Defaros and Saetica, and then we hit Cloudcap Spires, and we lose it because we're just freaking numerically outnumbered. Numerically outnumbered? I had a second freaking guess that one. Holy shit. Numerically outnumbered. Yeah. Not sure how you're going to be outnumbered non-numerically. Fuck me. It's been a long day. Get extra taxes in Tirnanog, lose some people in Forest of Springs, lose some Dominion in Witch Haven, and everything else is actually relatively tame. So, we have taken back the majority of our territory. We still have a majority of our territory in our Dominion. We still have a couple of hold-ons at Flower Meadow Fortress and Kailasa that we're trying to take back. And then obviously we've lost the Agarthan area and the lands north and east of which Lanka is just throwing down fortifications, just left and fucking right. Everywhere has a fort over here. And he's starting to throw down forts over Black Alps Fort, freaking Fodernweld Fort. He is doing what I should have been doing better than what I can do. I.e., he is, as soon as there's the option, he is putting down a fort, he is getting priests in it, and he is preaching. And that's gonna be a big deal. We're actually losing Dominion in our capital because of this situation. So, what are we going to do this turn? Well, we have a couple of attacks that we are trying to send in, right? We are trying to focus in on taking Olentova. We're slowly building up siege strength there. We're going to try to take Flower Meadow Fortress. We should have that next turn. It should be popped. And then hopefully we can try to move on to Kailasa, right? We have Range of Shadow is in our Dominion. We're going to try to get there and see how that works. And then we're pinging a few other provinces here or there. We need to knock the undead, the long-dead horsemen off of So we've got a couple of individuals breaking siege. And then other than that, we are mostly doing what we have been. Summoning more Kusarikus, summoning more Lamias, and summoning another Oogaloo. So there's that. And then we are actually forging some stealth gear. So Shademail Hauberkin, Cat's Eye Amulet, Eye of Innocence, and Ranger's Boots. So Shademail Hauberkin is nice, but it only gives you 20 stealth. If we send a preacher out with 20 stealth, they're absolutely going to get grabbed super easy. Cat's Eye gives another 20, so that puts us up to 40. We'll save the Eye of Innocence last because it's kind of the best. Ranger's Boots gives us another 20, so we're up to 60. And then in the Eye of Innocence is a cursed object, so we're stuck with it, right? And it puts out an eye, I believe. But it is a 40 stealth boost, so that will put something like a INC or something like an INC probably is what we're gonna do, right? We'll put them up to 100 stealth, which is still probably gonna get caught, but we don't really have a lot of other options, right? We're trying to boost our stealth. We have a prophet. Our god keeps dying because it is what it is. I need to start putting temples back into certain places. Need to put temple back in Koenberg. Need to put temple. Take Olentova, put a temple there. Rinse, repeat, right? Because we need to have more temples to get our temple checks up, our chance of spreading up. But at this point, I think I've been saying this for a while, right? Like, we took all of our Dominion territory back, and I'm trying to make adjustments here or there. But I think it's only a matter of time before we lose Purgatory and then lose the game. Because I think my assumption would be, with Lanka's an intelligent player, the way that they have been playing, the way they are playing right now leads me to believe that what they are trying to do is likely just mess with me long enough to put up a very comfortable overcast of purgatory, and then having put up all these fortifications around me, they can either preach me down and take things slowly, which I don't think they're going to need to do, or they can just basically, after I have purgatory down and can't get purgatory back up, I think he's just going to just flood in and the deed will be done. So, I am trying to make moves towards what we can do there. I think not this turn, but next turn. We don't have enough gems this turn. I think next turn we're going to try to boost an Oogaloo. So we have options for making helmets, or we have the ability to start summoning Ansus, right? Because I think, you know, if we're given 5-10 turns to summon a couple of Anzus, maybe we're able to get another Oogaloo up to 4, and we can go from there, right? Could be a way to help us combat what is coming, but it all kind of boils down to a concept of how much time do we have. I don't think we have much time. I think we will be lucky to make it past 190 before Lanka takes purgatory away from us and comes after us. And then I've been calling this so many times throughout this freaking game. I should just stop, because every time I call it, it gets proven incorrect. I am betting that the game is over by turn 200, right? Lanka is so close. They have so much control of the map right now. The only thing that is keeping them from doing anything is purgatory. As soon as purgatory is done, they're going to be able to take my capital. They're going to be able to take Hall Woods. They're going to be able to take their pick of Raphabolia, Realm of Silence, White Forest, whatever they want to do, right? It should be a relatively simple thing for them to just take whatever they want in the next couple turns, and that'll be game. And that's fine, right? Like, I accepted defeat a long time ago, and then the game continued. And then I re-accepted defeat a long time ago, and then the game continued past that. And then I re-accepted defeat, and then I put purgatory up. So I haven't really, like, unaccepted the last defeat kind of like acceptance. So it's just a matter of Lanka taking their time to close out what is already a 1 game for them. That is my assumption. We'll see how it actually goes. Maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe I'm overstating the controller options that Lanka has at this current point, but I don't think so. I think this is pretty much a done deal. We're just seeing how long it takes Lanka to finish it out. So that's going to be it for the turn. We're not really doing anything else. So yeah, that's it for the turn. Thanks for watching. We'll see what happens next time. Bye-bye, everybody.